So I'm here with Aaron from Leading Tuition, and first of all, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Could you start us off by giving us a brief overview of what the business is all about?
Cool. So we're an online tuition agency, primarily helping students with GCSE and A-level. We only provide one-to-one tuition, and we're kind of purely focused on making sure our students get kind of the best grades possible for their exams.
And I mean, you have a lot of tutors sort of on the books, as it were, and very popular agency that you've grown. What's the sort of feedback that you get from parents? What are the sort of benefits that they're seeing in your tuition?
So a lot of the students that come to us aren't kind of bad at maths or English, they're just not very confident. So I think the first thing that we always do is try and improve that confidence. I think a big part of what I try and spend a lot of time on is making sure there's a good fit between the tutors and the students, and really that's making sure they click together. Once we have that, then we can work on their confidence, making sure they're not only just engaged in our lessons, but also at school when they're doing their homework. And then from there, it's very easy. You see a huge increase in their grades, and we can track that through time. And the feedback we get from parents is like they're enjoying their lessons more, enjoying school far more, and they're not as stressed. GCSE and A-level exams are very stressful in the UK, and one of the biggest things we can do is make sure they go into their exams relaxed, knowing what grade they're going to get, and really not kind of losing focus of that.
And yeah, I'm sure, as you said, exam, it's very exam focused. Perhaps that's what parents are thinking when they're thinking of signing up to your agency, about looking forward to those exams. But do people often use you throughout the year just to increase that confidence and keep that knowledge up?
Yeah, absolutely. So although we focus on GCSE and A-level, we actually stop taking on students close to exams. We don't do rush students. We don't find the most progress with them. So we're not for the summer exams now. It's March. We're no longer taking on students for exams in a few months' time.
Okay.
We actually see the biggest improvement from students we have for many years.
Okay.
Because we have them for longer, we can see a greatest improvement. But it's also kind of setting expectations. A lot of our students, they're going to school, they're not, some are aiming for the stars, some aren't. Okay. What we can do is really kind of shift that expectation. Hey, you really are kind of capable of getting those A stars, those 9s at kind of GCSE and A-level. That's kind of one thing, and a lot of our longer term students don't just have tutors for tutors to help them with school, but they really see them as mentors. So all of our tutors are Oxford and Cambridge educated, and the reason for that is because our students like to look up to them. We've had multiple students come to us achieving kind of middle of the pack grades, kind of good grades like 5-6s, and then end up applying to kind of some of the top universities in the country because we've given them that confidence, and they kind of look up to our tutors in that regard.
And I mean, as an online agency, it gives you lots of room for growth, doesn't it? And you are continuing to grow. How do you scale Leading Tuition up, but keep that quality consistent?
Yeah, something I spend most of my time on. So obviously from my side, I want to make sure that we can increase in size, but also maintain the quality that we're providing students. And the first thing that we do is make sure the tutors that we're hiring are extremely, extremely good. They have to go through a rigorous interview process. We're constantly tightening that up to make sure there's no kind of slippage there. We're constantly asking for feedback from our parents. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of key thing. We are not from our parents only, but also from our students. A lot of students are sometimes shy to kind of give feedback. So and one thing we spent a lot of time is how do we create these transparent forms so students can kind of give feedback without feeling kind of pressured. And then another thing is making sure we're as flexible as possible. So there's kind of been this huge maturity in the online tuition space during COVID. Before, online tuition was seen as kind of this affordable, cheaper option, but now it's seen as actually some of the best tutors in the country are online only. It's kind of more flexible for students. It works around their schedule, but also you get the best tutors in the country. I can definitely find most people a tutor that lives near them that does maths tuition. Yeah. What I'm not going to be able to find is someone who does EdXL GCSE maths and has experience with going from a grade 4 to a grade 7.
I see.
So we can pinpoint and really find the best tutor for each student, and that's kind of why I think you're going to continue to see this maturity and actually some of the best tutors being online.
Well, congratulations on your award, and thanks very much for speaking to us today.
Cool, thanks.